Hi, everyone. Um, First of all, I wanted to say that Sunday's discussion in the comments was totally awesome. That is exactly what I look for on my channel is a good, serious, in-depth discussion about various topics. Um, and um, And so I was very pleased, and it kind of surprised me a little bit. But I had a lot of fun replying. Not that I never do, but Sunday's video was. I was blown away. Um, so I want to thank you all for that. I think it's just about everybody. I had, or most of you. I had various conversations with regarding the video and the different topics that the song brought up. So I forgot to ask a question last week, and I remembered right after I shut it off, so I had to wait a week. Has to do with the Yum Box. I've been considering upgrading to a medium. What I have is the small. But I need your opinion because, well, you're involved. A medium box means more snacks. It would also mean a longer video. I think the current ones average about 15-20 minutes. I'm thinking a medium box would probably be a 30-minute video. I'm only guessing. I really don't know. What do you think? It's up to you. Do you want to watch a 30-minute Yum video? Do you think 20 minutes is long enough? I'll go with what you guys, and of course what they think. But because obviously it's not just me. that it affects. So, let me know in the comments. I really want to know. And let's see. Okay, and I gotta get to filming. So today's story has to do with a rabbit. Years ago, when I started feeding birds, I had a couple feeders out in the backyard, and I would go buy food. I would buy stuff in bulk, and I had a ground feeder. And if you don't know what that is, it's just a wooden frame, rectangular, with some kind of wire mesh bottom. Sometimes they have legs. This one did not. You just set it on the ground, and you just dump whatever you want in it. And so I would buy bags of cracked corn and peanut hearts and millet seed and safflower seeds, and I would just mix it all in this big container, and every day I'd go out there with a big scoop and dump a bunch in the ground feeder, and then whoever wants, birds, squirrels, rabbits, whatever wanted to eat would come along and sit on the ground, so no one has to climb a tree or anything. So I remember one day I went out there and I did that, and as I poured the food in the ground feeder, I looked across the yard a bit, and there was this rabbit, an adult rabbit, sitting there watching me, and then I kind of waved, "Hi, rabbit," walked back to the house because we have a walkout basement, and I went back in the house and I looked out the window, and the rabbit come along, hopped over and started eating the food. The next day I go out there. This was a daily thing. Next day I go out there, put food in the feeder. There's the rabbit again. And so I put the food in, go in the house, he hop along and started eating. This time went by, he got more brave. He'd sit closer to me, not so far away, and then I wouldn't walk so far. We wouldn't wait so long as I walked away. And finally got to the point where he would hop over and start eating, and I'm still in the yard. I can hear him. I remember hearing him chewing. I was so close. And so this went on day after day after day. And then I started coming home. I'd come home from work. And as I'm pulling into the driveway, I see on the side of the house, there's a rabbit staring at me, watching me. It's like, that is not that rabbit, is it? So I park my car, go down in the basement, and I go scoop some food. By the time I got to the feeder, there's the rabbit. I was like, he's waiting for me. So every day I get home, there he is staring at me from the side yard. And then eventually he moved to the front yard. And then one day I got home, he was sitting in the driveway. Just sitting there. And I was like, I can't get out unless you move. Eventually he figured it out. He hopped off the driveway. I parked my car, ran downstairs, scooped the food. By the time I got to the ground feeder, he was basically right there. And this was a daily thing. I don't remember how long this went on. Eventually, he didn't come around anymore. But we also figured out that he lived. We used to have an evergreen bush at the corner of the house back there, and we figured out that's where he lived. So, yeah. So, just a short little story. If you have any kind of wildlife interactions like that, I would love to hear it. I think everybody else would too. So, you know where to put it. So, I'm keeping it short because I believe I have something to tack on the end of this video. I was, just a warning, I was struggling with light issues more so than usual. So pardon that. I was kind of also in a hurry. So anyway, so I gotta go film Sunday's video now. So I'm still hacking away those comments and keeping up with the new ones. So so catch you in the comments and see you Sunday. Bye. Have you ever noticed that when you go to the grocery store, you walk in the door, this first thing is produce. So, which means that they expect you to put the first thing in your cart is to put the cold stuff, like lettuce and tomatoes. And then after that is your meat. And after that is your dairy and your eggs and your butter. And then after that, you have to walk through the entire rest of the store with all your cold stuff. And then you have to get it home before you can finally get back in the fridge. Who thought of that? Apparently they didn't ask anybody with common sense. Now, it's been suggested that, okay, so you start at the opposite end. Well, I don't know about where you shop, but where I shop, the opposite end is the chips. So that means that I would be putting all my groceries on top of my chips. Well, excuse me, I spend a lot of money on these dentures, and I want to be able to chew my chips instead of just swallowing little pieces. So, if they were to design it right, you'd walk in the door, and first thing would be your canned goods, and then your bottles, and then your boxes. Finally ending with the cold stuff and the chips. Would that make much more sense to you? It does to me. Watching the neighbor over there. That ball better not come in my yard. For the fifth time today, you got your own yard. It's called the backyard. Keep your ball in there. Don't walk in my grass.